The Bible tells us that in the last days, perilous times will come. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes, famines, and plagues in various places. Things will be so bad that men's hearts will fail them for fear of what's coming on the earth. However, Jesus said, "See to it that you are not alarmed." All these things must take place so that Scripture is fulfilled. He also warned of a deception so great, so subtle, that if it were possible, even God's elect could be deceived. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 tells us of a man known as the lawless one, or man of sin, who will rise to power in those days. You won't have to guess his identity. His character will speak for itself. Remember when Jesus said, "You will recognize them by their fruit"? The revealing of the lawless one will trigger an event known as the Great Apostasy, sadly, causing many to fall away from the faith. But the most crucial piece of evidence that will confirm the identity of the lawless one is a number that represents his name. It's the number of a man. So, in the case of Donald Trump, who launched his presidential campaign on June 16th, or 616, is it just a coincidence that in some of the modern Bible translations, such as the ESV, RSV, CSB, as well as the Amplified, suggest that the original number of the beast may have been 616, not 666? Now, before you try to label me a heretic, don't just take my word for it. Do the research yourself. In the CSB version, in Revelation 13:18, located in the footnotes, see where it says other Greek manuscripts read 616? We all know that the number of the beast in the Bible is usually considered to be 666, but the earliest known written version of the book of Revelation, Papyrus 115, gives the number of the beast as 616. Ever since its findings were deciphered and published in 2011, Papyrus 115 has been the subject of much debate among theologians all over the world. In his book Against Heresies, an early church father named Irenaeus argued that 666 is a more suitable number for the beast of Revelation, as opposed to the less popular number 616. However, he emphasized that it is more certain and less hazardous to just wait for the prophecy to be fulfilled than to assume something is true without having evidence to support it. You know what? I think Irenaeus was onto something. Paul did tell us to judge nothing before the time. Daniel was told to seal up the words of the prophecy, because the vision was for the time of the end. The angel told him that people would rush here and there, and that knowledge would increase in the earth. Jesus told us that everything concealed will be brought to light. Now, consider all the evidence we have before us. The number of the beast as 616, the man Donald Trump being directly associated with the number, the cult-like following he has within the evangelical community, and everything you know about his lawless character. Is it merely a coincidence that Jesus mentions the abomination of desolation in Matthew 24:15? Originally spoken of by the prophet Daniel, who warned us in a vision from God that a prince will destroy Jerusalem and its temple, and on the wing of abominations will come one who makes desolate? If 1 John 3:4 tells us that sin is lawlessness, and Proverbs 16:5 informs us that everyone proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. In the case of Donald Trump, is it merely a coincidence that the number of abomination is 616, found in Proverbs chapter 6?
Let me ask you a question I've wanted to ask you for months
Go
now.
ahead.
I have a sense that back on June 16th, what Donald Trump was thinking was, you know something, I might win a primary or two, I might win a caucus or two, but the worst thing that's going to happen is the brand is going to be improved. I'll be better known. I'll be more famous than I am today. Business is going to be you never thought you'd be sitting here on this day as the nominee of the Republican Party.
It's such a great question and such an interesting question, and I think about it myself. Who would have believed that when we started this journey on June 16th,